Just, I'm going to go back to the emotion, obviously, at the beginning. I mean, how were you guys able to move on from that? Because I just know that it, especially at first, that was a big factor. Start with Lana.
I think it was definitely a high emotion game. I know there was a lot with like the new coach coming in and all the coaches were exciting, so we had a lot of emotion going in. And then one big thing that we said in the locker room after, like we protect our own. Like if someone was coming after one of our teammates, we're all gonna raise our energy and use that as kind of a fire to like take us through the rest of the game.
Yeah, kind of like what Lana said, I'll definitely just say it was just fuel to the fire kind of thing. Like it just got us going more. And like she said, it was just protect our own, like protect our house kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, was any of that able to fuel your start to the game? I mean, have you ever had a quarter like that?
No, I don't think so. No, I was just, I was excited to play, those were my former teammates and everything from SFA, so I was just excited, to get out there, put on a show kind of thing.
Yeah. It took a while for, I guess, Lana to get going, you guys to kind of expand that lead beyond, I think 15 for a while was the thing, but they really started to go to you, Lana, and you pressed that advantage. What did it take for you to kind of get into the game the way you did in the second half?
I think the biggest thing that just holds me back is my foul trouble. A lot of the times I'm just like the bigger person. It's pretty easy to call fouls on me, so I need to do a better job of kind of making sure that I'm nowhere near looking like a foul or anything, because sometimes it won't be and I just get the calls. But being able to kind of reflect on it, know what I need to do differently, and then also just being able to see what my team needed. Being able to come in second half, I really knew what I needed to do. I saw how they were guarding the post, and it gave me the ability to kind of run it up in the second half a little.
Destiny, what did it mean you have a double-double with all those rebounds?
I mean, it was fun. I was just out there having fun. Every night I try to just come out and have fun with my teammates. Just always be available where they need me, kind of thing. I was just trying to be everywhere today. Yeah.
I mean, we look at your size and we don't think rebounds is going to be a major part of your game. So why are you kind of thriving in the rebounding area here?
I mean, today they wasn't boxing me out, so it was just go ahead and pursue the ball. I mean, they wasn't really boxing me out, so I just felt like, I had to go help the bigs, they fighting down low, and I wasn't getting boxed out, so it was on me to, go pursue the ball and get rebounds.
Lana, just the progress of dealing with the foul trouble and knowing when to foul, when not to foul, kind of where are you at in that stage and that growth, and how much is it probably going to be a season-long process for you to kind of figure all that out?
Yeah, I think definitely I always want to try to stay out of foul trouble. That's kind of like the biggest thing that's holding me back and limiting my minutes so far. But obviously I think it's a learning curve, just learning how to use my body better, how to get positioned, how not to move my arms down or like move my feet, stuff like that. But sometimes fouls are just inevitable. Like I said earlier, I'm a big person and pretty easy to get call fouls on. So, I mean, sometimes it's going to happen, but just knowing how to play smarter when I do pick up like one or two early on, like how to play smarter out of that. And I think the more the season goes on, the better I'll get at that.
How do you not let it affect your game in the way that you want to play and need to play?
Yeah, so after those first two that I had in the first quarter, I kind of knew, those were calls that I can't really do anything about. That's just how the game goes sometimes. So I just knew I had to play my game. I couldn't let outside factors affect how I wanted to play.
Destiny, you guys are going to hit the road to go to Florida. First time playing away from Mackey Arena. What challenges do you perceive there, and how much are you looking forward to kind of getting out on the road a little bit and see what this team can do?
Right. First time being on the road. It'll be a neutral court for each team kind of thing, but I just feel like it'll be exciting, for us to finally have that first road game and travel, kind of see how we play outside of Mackey without being in this atmosphere with all of the fans and everything here at home. But yeah, it'll definitely be exciting. It'll be a fun road trip. But like Coach said, it'll be a business trip, so we're going down there, locked in, dialed in, ready to win games.
Hey, Lana, talk to us a little bit about the hook shot. Those are not easy buckets, and you were hitting them left and right, both hands. How did you develop that skill set, and what do you feel like the game was maybe doing to, go to that repertoire of shots.
Yeah, that's kind of a shot I've been working on ever since I started really like refining my post skills. I remember I had this one post coach. I started I started working with her when I was probably in like 6th or 7th grade, and she really like honed in on working on the hook shots because it's really an unguardable shot if you can really like nail it. So they were doubling from the baseline, which was leaving the middle open. So I was kind of able to get into that shot pretty easy. And then it's really just trying to find that right balance, not too hard off the glass, not too soft so it's short. But I've been working on it a long time, so I think that work kind of paid off tonight.
Were you like watching YouTube videos of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or something?
Yeah, early on I had a coach tell me to look him up, and definitely got some inspiration from him.
Awesome. Destiny, I mean, the relentless pursuit of the basketball. I mean, those 13 rebounds. You mentioned that you weren't boxing out, but still, what is it that you see that allows you to be in position to know the angles to take to get to the appropriate spot?
Right. I mean, I feel like, when our bigs are actually being boxed out down low, I just feel like it's an opportunity for me to go in and crash in. When they're creating space, it allows, an open floor for me to go in and pursue the ball. So, I mean, I just go in and crash. Like, when I see the ball, like, coming off, it's like, yeah, go ahead and get it. Rebounds are for anybody, It's nobody's ball, so I just go in and I pursue the basketball.
For sure. Defensively, is going to be, talked about all year long. But what do you feel like, your team was doing today to, really get the turnovers, get out in transition and speed the game up, especially in the third quarter?
Right. We hound in and we was just sitting in gaps, we wasn't allowing them, to get downhill. We were forcing them to shoot outside shots. So I felt that defense led us into our offense kind of thing,
Yeah. Obviously, now looking ahead, you have Middle Tennessee State and in South Carolina coming up. What do you feel like is just going to be the determining factor to make that road trip successful, you feel like?
It'd definitely be our defense, locking in, dialing in, following the scouting report, following the plan that Coach KG has for us, and just dialing in on defense with both of these teams.
Just, I'd ask her about if she was in here, but with Sophie kind of, with the start she had and then, getting it going at the end. But I mean, Destiny, you're a guard, just what does she need to do, or maybe, what did she do today that let her get out of that? And, you see her in practice and everything, so.
Right. Today her defense, I feel like Sophie's in passing lanes today towards like the second half. She got a couple steals that led her in transition, and just her 3-point shot in general, like, once Sophie's on, she's on. She's always hot. She's always high, as you know, but when she's on, she's unguardable kind of thing.
Yeah, and then just the preparation you guys had on defense. The radio broadcast said that Mark Stevens was calling out plays on the sideline, their plays on the sidelines. Did you guys feel extra prepared? I mean, the 10 steals obviously points to some of that.
Yeah, I feel like we was definitely prepared today. We knew a lot of their play calls. We were like calling them out to each other, like, like to be in rotation kind of thing, sitting in gaps or like being our defensive stands and stuff like that.
No, you've been working with Rashunda, defensively. She fouled out today. What's something that you're gonna be able to maybe look with her at film to kind of eliminate some of those mistakes she was making, drawing contact and look like some off the ball fouls.
Right. I just felt like some of them she was just in the wrong position kind of thing. But Shonda, defensively, I just feel like they got her today with like a lot of body calls kind of thing. Just just being in a position where like you can't get the body call, just walling up kind of thing, not allowing players, to draw the contact onto you. But I feel like she was being aggressive today. But she just have to be like in a good position where they can't like draw fouls on her kind of thing.
Cool. Excellent.
Thank you,
ladies.